Good morning, everyone. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be needing a bolster, at least 2 blocks. If you have them, we will definitely be utilizing them. And bring your supplies for your Shavasana at the end. I'd love for you to settle in after this one. There's a lot of movement, and we'll get started. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We'll be beginning on our back and just settling in, focusing on that grounding piece to start. So feel free to bring along props and get comfortable. Just lie down, completely sinking into the earth. Feel free to place a bolster under the knees, a blanket under the head. We'll be here for a little bit. Start with some deep, slow breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing your body to settle completely. Tuning into the soles of the feet. If there's any extra tension, letting it drift away, even just for a moment. Bring some awareness into the ankles, allowing any movement that you might crave here to come in. Stillness is calling your name, feel free. Noticing the calves, the pressure on the bolster or on the earth. Bringing some attention into the knees, up into the thighs. The thighs are where we have a lot of our self-esteem, our self-compassion, all the way up into the hips, these powerful muscles that support us, allowing us to put our foot down when we need to and stand up tall. Breathing in a big breath of gratitude for what these powerful muscles do. And exhale any insecurity that there might be in this space. Another big deep breath in, this time tuning into the low belly and the low back.
Oh, come here.
Excuse me, I apologize. Noticing that on each inhale, your low back slowly curls towards the earth, and on each exhale, it slowly pulls away. Allowing your low back to sink down into the earth, making that connection. The low back and the low belly speak when we don't listen to our mind or our body. The low belly in particular speaks when we don't listen to our intuition, our sense of right and wrong. Take a big deep breath in, letting any butterflies that might be living in the stomach right now float around, and exhale, releasing them and setting them free. Observing them as they float away, taking a moment of inspiration from their freedom of movement. The low back speaks when we don't listen to our body craving movement or stillness. I encourage you to use this practice today as an opportunity to practice self-trust. That if any point you want to deepen a pose, utilize any range of motion you have. Or if you need to pull out of any pose and take a moment, even all the way down to Child's or Shavasana, feel free. This time is for you. Take another big deep breath in, feeling the rib cage, make a little more contact with the ground. And exhale, feeling your body pull away. Bless you. We'll tuck the shoulders underneath the back a little bit more, opening the chest, feeling the chest rise and fall with each breath. the rib cage and the heart space, space of processing. Every wonderful smell you've ever smelled, every wonderful meal you've ever shared or had alone, become a part of you, fueled you to be here in this exact moment, and that is a profound thing. In the heart space, feel that love radiate down through the arms, into the palms of the hands, out throughout the entire body. The palms of the hands are where we find our sense of creativity, our power of creation. Throughout your practice today, I encourage you for each moment you make contact with your body or the mat or the earth, that you remember this power that you have quite literally at your fingertips. Each time you've made your bed a gift for yourself, each meal that you've made to share with another, a gift to share, and each time you've extended a helping hand, a gift for another. Know you can do good with these tools. Bringing that compassion in as we bring awareness into the neck. We'll draw the nose, a little rainbow in the sky, drawing over to the right shoulder, looking over the left shoulder as desired. Checking in with this movement here. Bless you. Allowing the jaw to drop, the tongue to release from the roof of the mouth, and the eyelids and the eyebrows to fall where they may. You don't have to hold it in, it's okay. It's all good. Taking a big deep breath in, we'll bring in an intention for our practice today, something that you would like to leave this space with. Allowing this intention to come in through each in-breath. Each in-breath radiating throughout the entire body. Noticing how it feels to be present with this intention. It feels strange, unusual, safe, warm. And on the flip side, identifying an intention of what you would like to let go of, something you'd like to leave behind when you leave this space. Allowing that to exit through each exhale. Bringing in that feeling of letting go. Tuning into the cyclical breathing, breathing in what you choose to carry with you, and exhale, releasing what no longer serves. Deep breath in and out. I encourage you to return to this breathing pattern, your intentions at any point throughout your practice. If your mind begins to wander, this is here with you. We'll take 3 more big deep breaths here as we slowly prepare to move. Pulling away any props from beneath the knees. And take a big deep breath in. And we'll slide the feet to be flat on the earth, a little wider than hip width apart, and we'll bring in some windshield wipers. Dropping the knees from one side to the other side. Nice controlled movements here. Do 1 or 2 more on each side. you feel ready, we'll recenter, bringing that right knee into the chest, big hug. And set up for figure four, placing that right ankle on the left knee, squeezing in that left leg, big hug. Finding some play here if you want to rock side to side or pulse. Maybe even extending that left foot up to the sky. Take another big deep breath in, squeezing in a little bit tighter. And exhale, releasing that left foot down to the earth. And we're going to twist, keeping our figure four shape, dropping that right foot down to that left side. Feeling that nice stretch on the outside of that right leg. If we feel particularly tight, we can place a block under that right foot for a little bit of elevation. And melt into this pose, checking in with the low belly, the hip flexors, letting go of the shoulders, the neck. The soles of the feet. We'll take 2 more deep, slow breaths here. Begin to extend just that left leg and drop that right knee down onto the earth or in that direction, supine twist. Once again, allowing any tiny muscles to release here. Anything that you're holding on to that you don't need to hold, let it go. We'll take 2 more deep breaths. On your next inhale, bring that knee back into the chest and then roll back onto the back. Big hug. We'll bring our left knee up to join, creating a little ball here. Rocking side to side, creating little circles with the knees. We'll slide both hands to the backs of the thighs, kicking both heels up to the sky. Deep breaths. Playing with the movement of the feet, maybe flexing and pointing the toes, feeling the stretch and where it becomes present. And exhale, releasing both feet back down to the earth and windshield wiper once again. Realigning the pelvis. The hips. Do 1 or 2 more on each side. Whenever you are satisfied, bring that left knee up to join. Once again, big hug. And we'll place that left ankle on that right knee, figure 4, squeezing in that right leg. Nice deep breaths. Finding that play, rocking, pulsing, any movement that feels good. Take another big deep breath in, squeezing into this figure four. And exhale, releasing just that right foot back down to the earth, and we'll twist, placing that left foot on the right side on the earth. And breathe. Acknowledging any differences that you feel on this side versus the other side. And just observe, no need to change anything. Checking in on all those little muscles, letting go of the calves, the pecs, the hands, the thighs. Settling in. We'll take another 2 deep breaths here. Whenever you're ready, extending that right leg, bringing that left knee down, supine twist. Beautiful. And melt deeper into the shape. Take 3 more deep, slow breaths. Your next inhale, bring the knee back to the chest. And then roll back onto the back, bring both knees in, big hug. Take an extra playful moment here, parting the knees, taking the hands to the outsides of the feet, happy baby. Little rock side to side. Close those feet down into a butterfly type shape. We're going to rock all the way up into a forward fold in butterfly. Bring the head down, letting it be heavy. Deep breaths. Couple more deep breaths here, melting a little deeper, letting gravity do the work. We're not pushing. We'll slowly come up. We'll begin to cross the feet underneath and find our way towards tabletop pose. If you would like, you can place a blanket under the knees for some added cushion. We'll take a moment here of body autonomy to just practice being present, listening to the body, anything that needs to be loosened up, rocking to loosen the feet, the wrists, hip circles, shoulder rolls, anything that feels good here, taking your time. Take another couple of seconds to balance things out as needed. Slowly rock forward, looking up into downward facing dog. Now bend one knee at a time, loosening up the backs of the legs, those hamstrings. Shift our weight into that right foot, kicking that left foot up to the sky just for a moment. And exhale, bringing it all the way through into our low lunge. Bring that back knee down to the mat. Lift both arms up overhead, big reach. Crescent pose. Drawing those hips forward to intensify as much as you desire. Bringing it back to 90 degrees in our lunge. We're going to open out to the side, low warrior. Deep breaths. And drop that back hand down towards that heel in that direction. Front arm all the way up, big reach. And exhale, diving all the way back over, walking those hands forward until we find that stretch in that back leg. Nice deep breaths here. Beautiful. Slowly walk back to find a neutral stance. Pop that back knee up. And we're going to walk those hands towards the long edge of the mat, facing both feet towards the long edge. We're going to grasp at the elbows, little ragdoll, deep breaths here. Place that right hand down on the earth, open that right arm up, or left arm up to the sky, excuse me. Mixing up my limbs. Nice deep twist, looking up to those fingers. And exhale, switch it out. All the way up, looking up to those opposite fingers. And exhale back down, deep forward fold. We'll begin to sway here, walking the hands over to the left side and gradually walking over to the right. Taking your time, feeling it out. Slowly begin to pick up the pace, bending one knee at a time. Just sinking into the side that you were hovering over. deep breaths. We're going to find our way settling into our right side. We sway back to that right, planting the hands, creating a triangle with the hands to the foot in Vishnu squat. Popping that left foot up to the sky and sink into that stretch. Deep breaths, very nice. If we need a little bit more support, we can place a block under the bottom. Opening the heart, looking up to the sky as much as we can, using our support. Nice deep breaths. Walk those hands forward, ever so slightly, dropping that right knee onto the earth. And open that left arm up over, reaching up to the sky. Beautiful, very nice. Deep breaths. And exhale. We're going to walk those hands all the way around to that extended leg. We're in that general direction. Deep breaths. Breathing into these stretches. We'll slowly recenter the hands. Returning to that Vishnu squat. And walking the hands back to center, deep forward fold. Nice slow movements. I'm going to tuck the tailbone, slowly curling all the way up to the sky. One vertebrae at a time, bring the shoulders up to the ears and down the spine. We'll open the arms out to the sides like star pose. Keeping the arms exactly where they are, we're just going to draw our head towards that right side. Beautiful. Deep side body stretch, breathe. Beautiful, very nice. Keeping the chest open, deep belly breaths. And off to the other side. Deep breaths, very nice. And exhale, frame our right foot with both hands coming down to that low lunge. We'll bring both feet back, opening the knees as wide as the mat and come all the way back for child's pose, taking a pause. Very nice. Allowing your head to settle down, your chest to open. Returning to that cyclical breath, breathing in what you are practicing, and exhale, releasing what no longer serves. Take 3 more deep breaths here in this child's pose as we slowly prepare to move once again. back up to that tabletop pose, realigning all of the joints. We'll tuck those toes underneath and pop all the way up into our downward facing dog, bending one knee at a time. We'll gradually shift our weight into that left leg, kicking that right foot up to the sky. Big deep breath. And exhale, bringing it all the way through, low lunge. We'll lift both hands up to the sky, dropping that back knee down to the mat. A crescent pose, drawing those hips forward as far as feels comfortable. Beautiful. I love hearing your breaths. I love you listening to your body. It's wonderful. We'll inhale, realigning into that 90-degree lunge, opening out to that baby warrior. Very nice. We'll drop that back hand back towards that heel, front arm up to the sky. Deep breaths, very nice. And exhale all the way up and over, popping that back knee up, walking those hands forward until you find that deep stretch. Excuse me, settling that back knee down. I don't know why I popped our back knee up. There we go. Finding that deep stretch here. Nice deep breaths. And begin to walk those hands back to neutral. There we will pop our back knees up. Rotating up to face that long edge of the mat. Nice deep forward fold. Holding onto the elbows, little sway. We'll release the elbows, making contact towards that left foot, and then making our way to that right foot. Nice, delicate movements. Intensifying the sway, bending the knees. We'll gradually begin to settle over that left foot, creating a triangle with those hands to the foot. Bring those right toes up to the sky, taking your time as you get here. Opening the chest when you arrive. Very nice. Couple more breaths here. You're doing great. Begin to walk those hands ever so slightly forward, dropping that knee down onto the earth, opening that right arm up to the sky, full extension from the toes to the fingers. And exhale, sweeping down nice and slow, moving towards an extended leg. Beautiful. Deep breaths. Slowly begin to walk back towards that Vishnu squat, lifting the knee and recentering to that forward fold, taking your time. We'll slowly begin to tuck the tailbone, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up, shoulders up to the ears and down the spine. Opening the heart up to the sky, looking up, deep breaths. We'll lift both arms up overhead, realigning the spine, and go for a little palm side body stretch. Beautiful, keeping the chest nice and open. Very nice, beautiful correction. And off to the other side. Recenter. Dropping the elbows down, looking up to the sky, big reach with the chest. And exhale, we'll release both hands behind the back, clasp, and forward fold. Lifting the arms as you desire to get a little deeper shoulder stretch. Deep breaths. And slowly return back to that full standing position, nice and slow. Releasing those hands, we're going to squat down, opening the toes to the corners of the mat. If you're feeling ambitious, you can go for the short edge. Squatting all the way down into our goddess squat. Nice deep breaths. You are on it. I love it. We're going to drop one shoulder down and rotate nice and slow, listening to your body as you twist side to side. One or two more on each side. Slowly returning to center, realigning the toes to the long edge of the mat, arms up to the sky, big reach, and slow swan dive down to that forward fold. Begin to walk those hands over to that left foot, dropping that back knee down, and making our way back down to our tabletop pose. Opening the knees and come all the way back for child's pose. Very nice. Take a few more breaths here, tuning into the systems of the body, noticing your heart rate, the pace of your breath. The temperature. Bringing in those intentions once again. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Your next inhale, slowly making your way back up to that tabletop. We'll begin to cross those legs underneath, coming back. We'll extend those legs out in front of us. We'll go for a little fish pose as we prepare ourselves for Shavasana, coming down to the elbows, lifting the chest, dropping the head. We'll hold here for a moment. And exhale, releasing the elbows, coming all the way down onto the back. Feel free to adjust any props that you would like for the remaining time. Taking some nice deep breaths as you settle in here. some motion back into the fingers and the toes. The wrists and the ankles. The knees and the elbows, and gradually the shoulders and the hips as you bring the knees up to the chest, making your way towards fetal position, taking your time. We'll take a few more moments of contemplation here, thinking of all of the limitations that you've overcome, the ways that you've showed up for yourself today. Taking a moment here to breathe in and claim the intention that you set at the beginning of class, making it yours. Making a decision here and now to leave behind what you have chosen to let go of as you slowly make your way back up to seated. Again, taking your time. I'd love to close out class with 3 deep breaths collectively. Big deep breath in through the nose. Feel free to vocalize on the exhale. Big deep breath in. Biggest breath of the day so far. A little more air, a little more air. Yes, of course, so much day. I want to thank you guys so much for showing up for yourself today. It means so much to me that you spent this time with me, and I'm so grateful that you showed up for yourself, for the self-compassion and the bravery it takes to set some time aside for yourself each day. I'm really grateful that you're here. I hope that you got something out of it. If you have any questions or feedback or reflections, I'd love to hear it. So feel free to drop it in the comments or send me a message. I would love to read it and engage with you. Definitely check out the caption below as well. We have some wonderful wellness activities and things like that that you can access, tools for your overall wellness, and some discounts on items and pieces of my daily routine that I am happy to share with you. Echo water is one that I use all the time. I highly recommend that if you have some excess inflammation. I have fibromyalgia and it helps me a lot with that. So I hope that you take a look at that. Almost every single thing in the discount list is completely ethical and eco-friendly. So there's some floss that's totally biodegradable. There's some merch called Find the Good that helps just bring the vibration up in your spaces. And there will be more coming soon. There's also a discount for Wim Hof breathing. Check that out below as well. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank Dios.